Hi, my name is Regan. I'm 41 years old, and here's another snippet of Regan's Random Rants. So if 70% of healing is mental, how does one even begin to work on the mental part? What even really is the mental part? The mental part is when you use your brain to communicate with your central nervous system and reassure it and get it to calm the fuck down. How do you do that? Calming your central nervous system is about shifting your body from survival mode and bringing it back into rest, digest, restore. Clues to how you know your central nervous system is stuck on high alert. Everything's gonna feel more intense. Thoughts race. Your body feels tense. Even small things are gonna be overwhelming. But when it's actively calm, your body feels that it is safe and it's okay to be relaxed. Why does the central nervous system not relax? Glad you asked. Your central nervous system gets stuck on survival mode when your stress response is activated for too long or too often. This is why it is damaging to stay in abusive relationships even if you know that abuse is happening, because you are subjecting yourself to prolonged stress, which keeps your central nervous system activated frequently, and that is the number one way for it to get stuck. Now, practices like breath work, meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, journaling, and safe connection with others, grounding practices, all come highly recommended for calming the central nervous system. However, my favorite way to calm the central nervous system is when you recognize you are stressed, stop and ask yourself, how old do I feel right now? That is going to be your first clue to what age the stress is connected to. If you're throwing verbal temper tantrums, it's possibly teenage years. If you want to kick something, hit something, it's probably childhood years. Also, stop and think about what is the language connected to the emotion coming up in you. You gotta allow yourself to feel that shit to heal that shit. Allow the feelings to come up. If you need, journal. If you need, talk to yourself out loud. Let the emotions come up and listen to the language of what your inner self is saying. Odds are your inner child just needs to speak these words and be witnessed, because you either weren't witnessed at that age or you didn't have the language and tools at the time to say it. Either way, you just need to let it come out without judgment. Let the language come out. Listen to the language to your feelings, like, wow, okay, some part of me feels that way. And then you, as the adult, after witnessing that part, talk back to it. Baby, this is your weapon. Swing that shit. Talk back to it. Validate it. Have compassion and empathy. Sit with it, witness it, tell it you understand how much that must hurt or how scary that is or whatever the emotion is that's coming up. And then tell it you're here now. You're not going to abandon you. You're no longer that 14-year-old, 5-year-old, 18-year-old, whatever the age is of the emotion that's coming up. You reparent that part of you. The parts of you that are traumatized are fueling your central nervous system to stay stuck. They need to be witnessed. Baby, you don't need a witness outside of yourself. You can have one, but you are all the witness you need. This is my biggest recommendation of how to calm your central nervous system, is finding the age and place of where the stress is coming from. Allow the emotions to be spoken out loud. Witness them as if you were a third party, and then hold compassion and empathy for that part and talk back to it, reassuring it that it is heard, seen, loved, and safe. Because you are here, you're not abandoning it, you will listen to it, it is safe, you will take it from here. Go take a bubble bath, curl up and watch your favorite movie afterwards. Do whatever you would do if you were dealing with somebody from that age. Go get yourself an ice cream. Go get yourself your favorite coffee. Self-care. I'm telling you, there are times my central nervous system can get stuck on high alert for days on end, and I can snap right out of it if I can stop and locate the age that is fueling the fear. Because baby, you see, now I am in a safe environment. If you are trying to convince your inner self that it is safe when your current environment is not safe, baby, you're not going to be able to convince your inner self that it is safe if your current environment still holds threats. It is your responsibility to remove threats from your life. If you don't know what the threats are, Listen to your body. Your body will be stressed out when it is around what it considers a threat. And don't leave it up to your mind to try and figure out why it considers it's a threat. Blah, blah, blah. Just remove it, or remove yourself if you can. You need to support your body to allow it to calm down. Go back into a state of rest. This practice might feel weird or strange at first, but I'm telling you it works, and it works quickly at bringing you out of survival mode. You can also try jumping in freezing cold water, whichever is easier. This is called reparenting yourself, and if you have childhood trauma, do this. Use it. It'll change your life. And start allowing your body to rest so it may heal.